Just this simple turn of my hip carries so much threat and weight.
This week's technique of the week, we're gonna go back to Max, who last time he did a video, he talked about his left kick being southpaw. So he's gonna dive deep into his repertoire of moves, and he's gonna talk about the left kick this time.
One of the things about that's beautiful about the left kick, especially when you're a southpaw, is how threatening this is. Just this simple turn of my hip carries so much threat and weight with it that my partner needs to be extremely reactive to what I do. Because this action shows 4 different strikes that could potentially finish the fight, and my partner has to guess which of them I'm throwing. If I'm turning like so, and you have to go like, okay, that could either be a left straight, which could knock me out, a left overhand, which could knock me out, a left kick to the body, which could put me down, or a left kick to the head, which will knock me out. You're going to be in a lot of trouble if you're just going to sit in front of me waiting while I throw my hip fakes. So I'm in stance with my partner, and we'll start with the more classic way to look at this, which is setting everything up off of the left body kick. If you watched the other video, you'll know how much I love just battering my partner's stance, battering my partner's arms with my left kick. So I'm just gonna start hammering my left kick. And right now, I'm gonna actually let it drift a little bit lower. I'm gonna be targeting my partner's liver a bit because I'm trying to pull his elbow downward. It can be super exaggerated. If he's a little bit less experienced, he might let his hand drift off his head. Even if he's more experienced and he's like intelligently just dropping his elbow, he's taking the more robust part of his arm out of the picture and only protecting his head with the much less robust hand, fingers, and wrist. So now, if I'm turning my hip, and this looks exactly like a body kick, but it comes up over top, I can boot him in the wrist, which will collapse it and do significant damage through the guard. Or if I'm getting lucky, I could even clip the top of my partner's head with my shin. See Crow Cop's whole career. Now, additionally, this hip twitch will, if I've established a left kick, will also draw my partner's arms to the side, which means that my left hand can sneak through the guard cleanly. My left hand and my left kick look very similar. If I've started to build this system off of my left straight instead, my partner's usually going to start parrying or covering the front of his head like so, which lends itself very well to throwing a body kick or coming around and throwing a high kick. I'm moving my partner's guard out of the way by threatening my left hand and then firing a circular technique around. I can do that with punches as well. If my partner is threatened on the center line with my left hand, this action, he has to guess whether it's a straight left or a wide left. He just has to guess. They look almost identical. I can use this again to set up body kicks. I can use it to set up head kicks. If I'm sneaky, I can use it to set up knees as well. And then finally, I can use this thread as well to set up left hands to the body and low kicks. Those are less like instant fight enders, but it's still a great way to accumulate value. He's terrified of my left hand and I boot him in the inside thigh. He's terrified of my left kick, so I can hit him in the body. I generally like it when all of my threats are like, again, instant fight enders, but it's also nice when I just have these additional techniques that I can add to the repertoire to just fully confuse my partner's defense off of just this simple hip twitch.